We have massive news coming in from Ripple employees that are going to change the game. And so I have a lot of confirmation of news that a lot of people have been hesitant about. The use case of XRP moving forward. And so if you enjoy this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. And let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Now, we have Ripple stating that crypto awareness and adoption are at an all-time high in the UK and across Europe. There is over 50 countries that have already started using XRP in Ripple payments. We're going to be going over that as well. And so the UK has the highest rate of crypto holders in the region, with 19% of its population saying that they hold crypto currently. And so the use case and utility of XRP will drive the price of XRP up significantly. And so the adoption of blockchain technology and the utility in the financial system is going to have a massive impact. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the chart here of XRP. Now we can see last year this broke out from the massive triangle that was forming during the SEC lawsuit, right? This was trading right around 30 to 50 cents. We saw a break to the upside. We saw a lot of consolidation here, pushing it all the way up to about $3.30. Now, since then, we have been consolidating here since about January. And so the last 4 months, we have seen consolidation of XRP. Now we're getting very close to the end of this here, coming up on April 28th, and we could see a break to the upside. And so we did see the price go up to about $2.23 earlier today. Now, if we do continue to move higher, once we do break to the upside here, that is when we are going to start seeing a lot more momentum for XRP. It's definitely something to be paying attention to. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this. As I mentioned, there are over 50 different countries using Ripple Payments Direct for business-to-business payments and business-to-consumer payments. And so, as Ripple mentioned, crypto adoption in the UK and Europe is continuing to grow at a very fast rate. And we can see that here, that a large portion of the countries are in Europe. We can see we have Austria here, we have Germany, we have France, we have Greece, we have Ireland, we have Netherlands, we have the United Kingdom, we also have countries from Asia as well. We have South America, North America, including Mexico and the US. We have Australia on this list. We have Guyana. And so a lot of these other countries have already had bank IDs assigned as well that we've talked about in previous videos. And so I'd like to take a look at this video clip here from Monica Long, explaining the use case and confirming the use case of XRP moving forward. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this video clip.
Just sort of explain where you see the relationship then between what you're doing with the stablecoin and XRP, because traditionally it was XRP that was used or used in some of your products in terms of cross-border transactions to make that faster and quicker and for the liquidity, etc. So why can't you just do that with the RUSD rather than requiring XRP at all?
Yeah, so we've always been believers in a multi-chain, multi-token future. And so we think that different tokens and different chains, for that matter, are useful at different times for different use cases. Let's take XRP first. XRP is the native asset to the public blockchain, the XRP ledger. So inherently it has a use case in terms of gas fees, as well as, for reserve accounts. So that will always be there. And the more that the ledger is used by more developers, more end users, you see demand for that token going up. In addition, a really novel thing about XRP was, as the ledger was created, it had a decentralized exchange built into it. And so trades within that decentralized exchange that don't have immediate liquidity between them auto bridge through XRP. So this is where we've talked about it as a real bridge asset. And even beyond the Ripple payments use cases, so within our payments product, by the way, we still do use XRP as well as stable coins. And it kind of depends on the customer's use case and what's most efficient. I will say, yes, we see a lot of growth within stable coins for our payments product this year. But as more types of developers build products, either within the XRP Ledger ecosystem or other chains, this DEX feature and using XRP for liquidity will be a bigger and bigger use case.
And so we heard there from Monica Long mentioning that XRP is going to be that gas token, right? And so as we see more and more demand from that, of their RLUSD and Ripple payments, we are going to see more utility with XRP. And so we also have a confirmation of that as well here. We can see the payment flow, right? And so this is for Ripple payments on the Ripple documentation. we can see here, number 4 is XRP is moved and converted to the destination currency for distribution by the payout partner. And so, Ripple will be used here for the transaction between the sending customer and the beneficiary. And so Ripple is going to have utility moving forward, right? Monica Long just confirmed that. And so in addition to that, we also have news coming in from Brad Garlinghouse mentioning that the Ripple lawsuit is almost over, right? It is fully done, and they're going to be paying the government $50 million. And we could see that $50 million being paid out to them in XRP. Now, that would mean that the government will be holding $50 million of XRP tokens. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this video clip.
So we have reached agreement with staff, and usually what happens is you reach agreement with staff makes recommendation to the commission, and then the commission votes. So anytime we make announcements about that, we are clear that we've reached agreement with staff. The commission hasn't yet voted, but what we've agreed is to dismiss and move on. We're actually getting, the SEC we had put in escrow a potential fine of $125 million. We're actually taking most of that back, including the interest that had been earned along the way. And I think it's just evidence that the Gensler SEC was on the wrong side of the law. And thanks to the new leadership at the SEC and in the White House, I think we're seeing a much more constructive, much more pro-innovation. We want these industries to grow at home.
When you say most of the 125 million you had parked in that little fund in case of the worst case scenario, what's left? Can you give us some?
The SEC is going to end up with a $50 million. The U.S. government's going to get $50 million. We've even talked about making that available in XRP. But look, at the end of the day, this is a major step forward. I think if you kind of zoom out and look at this, the Trump administration is absolutely living up to their promises.
And so we just heard it there from Brad Garlinghouse that the Ripple SEC lawsuit is just about over, right? We have heard that for many months now. However, we have not got the official confirmation from the SEC. However, I do think that is going to be coming soon, and that is going to have a massive impact on the price of XRP and the implementation of the technology, right? We're already starting to see implementation in utility, or at least discussion with a lot of banks since the new admin coming into office, right? That has opened up a lot of doors for the cryptocurrency space. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos, and I hope to see you on the next one.